Clive Jefferson with the final report from this week's sessions in Strasbourg, the European Parliament, with Nick Griffin. Nick, the votes today in the Parliament, can you tell us about that?
Yeah, an astounding one actually. That's the votes today. Bang! There we are. All amendments, and our assistants have had to work through, or assistant actually has had to work through every single one, looking at the original text and the amended text and deciding are we for it, against it, or going to abstain. A monstrous number of them. One of the reports connected with the Common Agricultural Policy, over 500 amendments. Simon was given these at 7 o'clock last night, and we had to be voting, 8 o'clock our time, we had to be voting at 12 in the morning. Absolutely horrific burden of work. Various people from all different parties actually complaining today about it. And we started voting at 12 o'clock. At 2:30, when we got as far as, where's my little group? There we are. We'd done that by 2:30, and we still have, most of these are double-sided. We still had that lot still to do. So they announced a 3-minute break. One of the vice presidents got up, obviously desperate to get to the loo, and fell over, slap bang like that, quite dramatic. People thought he was dead. Anyway, after a bit they decided yes, they'd give us an hour's lunch break, and then actually came back and decided we're getting more votes tomorrow instead. But so that was just the sheer volume of votes for today, and as several people have said, it can't go on like this. If members of the public were watching in the gallery, as literally the President was calling out Amendment 12, for, against, abstain, and when it's coming through translation headphones, he's speaking in Greek. I've got to learn Greek, because by the time the translators got it, it's too late, and people were literally doing this. And so we're not able to think about, discuss. Many of these reports now come before Parliament undebated, even in the committee stage, and there is no debate. And sometimes now they're throwing at them at us when there's not even time to register a proper vote. It's becoming absolutely farcical. The place is a rubber stamp anyway, but that absolutely, really, it's a joke beyond belief. However, on some of them there's a bit more time, and one in particular was very, very interesting and important. And again, I've had a lot of emails about this from people campaigning over proposals. This is the European Commission's multi-annual financial framework, not just for this year, well, for 2014 to 2020. So that's talking about huge amounts of money. This is just from the front page of the website. Huge amounts of money being spent. And people are writing in to say that the idea that votes on this can be taken in secrecy, as opposed to open, which is the position at present, is entirely wrong. So in one of the early ones, on the votes, the report on the multi-annual financial framework, there was an amendment put forward which provided for transparency and accountability by saying that the votes on this can't be done in secret, as has been done in the past. And the head of the Socialist Bloc got up, or the deputy head of the Socialist Bloc got up and said that although they believe in transparency, and it's a great thing, they're going to abstain on this. So if others had followed them, you'd have ended up with the socialists blocking the clear will of vast numbers of people and the clear just rightness of it, that if people's money is being spent, they've got an absolute right to know who's in favour of spending more money and who's trying to spend less money. And whichever side of that debate you're on, actually,
it should be transparent.
It should be transparent. And these socialist, hypocritical swine, they wanted to vote against it, but they knew that would be too disastrous in PR terms. So instead they said they want to abstain. Fortunately enough, the rest of us and everybody else voted for the amendment, with the result that on this bit at least, the attempt to keep it hushed up it'll be faded away a little bit, but no one needs to think that that's a huge victory which shows things are moving in the right direction. The whole European operation is a monstrous thing moving in the wrong direction as it present stands, and a victory like that is only a matter of halting the progress for a little while. The left, the bureaucracy, they'll be back wanting more power, more money. The only way to deal with it is to get out. Now, on the question, finally then, Clive, because it's my turn to ask you a point, while we're talking about money, obviously you're, as well as advising me and helping out on things like this, treasurer of the party, and the accounts for 2012 have to be in by when? July, is it?
August.
how are they looking, and are we going to get them in on time?
We will get the accounts in on time. They're looking very solid, looking very well. We're very happy with the procedures we've put in place. The accounting units, the groups and branches, their submission will be at the end of April, actually, and that'll be on time as well, as it was last year. And then we get a further period, because we're over the 250,000 threshold, to put the main party accounts in. I've got the draft figures here. We've got the draft figures. I'm not going to go into them in too much depth.
No, because they are draft.
They are draft. But I can say that again this year we have an operating surplus of over £100,000.
Second year running.
Second year running, operating surplus. The accounts will be in early, second year running. We're very happy with the figures. We're very happy with the direction we're going, and we're very happy with the financial stability of the party.
And as the auditor, happy that the accounts, it's not just the figures are there, but that all the paperwork, the documentation, the audit trail is all there to get a clean bill of health again this year?
Yes, I can't see anything stopping that at all. Last year was a challenge.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a challenge. This year I'll say this, obviously I'm being filmed, this year it's routine. That's how it should be. The accounts will go in, they'll go in early, they'll be audit passed again, and we'll move forward. And I think I'll just close this by saying the tales of our demise have been much exaggerated.
Indeed so. Well, that's all for us from now. Thank you, Clive, for that. It's tremendous news from the party. As you say, we'll move forward. See you again soon.